Hey guys, Prowl1701 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 2 of the Daleks Masterplan, which is called Day of Armageddon. Now, of course, this is my first watch-through of the epic Daleks Masterplan, and, of course, episode 2 is one of the 3 surviving episodes, and I do have it on the Lost in Time box set, which one of my subscribers sent, which I very much appreciate. It was either Simon or Lance. I mixed them up, because they both have a blue icon next to their name, and because of that, I mix them up. They've both been huge supporters of the channel. Simon is also one of my patrons as well, and I'm very grateful to both of them. So I did get to watch this on my actual television, which was nice, not just on a computer screen. Granted, my computer screen is also a pretty big computer screen. That was also given to me by a patron. My mind just went blank. My mind just totally went blank. I very much enjoyed episode 2. Being able to see the actual episode actually helps, especially since there are no telesnaps for the missing episodes except episode 7. What was really nice about episode 2 is, of course, the episode existing and being able to actually see it, since we don't have telesnaps for the missing episodes. And so the recons for them are a little harder to get through. So being able to see it, I love the jungle set. I really enjoyed the jungle set here. I was a little confused for a second when it first shows Steven coming to with Katarina. I was like, wait, did I miss something? To finding out they had left the TARDIS before the Daleks got there. That was a little clunky to me, where suddenly they're outside. When I saw them in part 1, they were inside, and then suddenly they're outside, and apparently she's freed Brett from the chair. I mean, we get kind of what happened in dialogue afterwards, but there was this, when the Doctor first shows up, I'm like, did I miss a scene? Did I miss something? I was very confused for a minute. But apparently, off screen, she let Brett out, they left the TARDIS. It just seemed like a clunky way to do that. It's nice seeing Nicholas Courtney in a different role. He kind of reminds me of the Brigadier in a way. He's a very brave man. It doesn't strike me as an unintelligent man, and he's doing what he can for the good of Earth. So I like his character a lot. The black and white really lends itself to this one. I love the scene when the Daleks first turn on their flamethrowers. That's an iconic shot. I think I've seen that shot before. We just see all 3 of the flamethrowers turn on, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. I love that shot. Like, you couldn't do that on a set now. People would have a fit. And seeing them burn the forest down just to kind of flush the intruders out is pretty neat. I'm loving Hartnell's performance in this. Hartnell is so good in this. It's really impressive when you factor in his age and the grueling schedule they worked at. I mean, I know people pick at him for fluffing lines, but I mean, I think most people would fluff lines when you had to do everything in one take practically. And they worked, 40-something weeks out of the year. I mean, they averaged about 40 stories a season. It's such a grueling schedule. And for him to be that age, to be able to have the kind of energy he has, and considering this is season 3 too, it's really impressive. I love how he just takes command of the situation, basically. Like when he's telling Brett to shut up. And how even Brett wasn't putting up with Steven and the Doctor was arguing. Would y'all shut up? At least y'all stopped arguing. Now who's arguing? I love the little interplay in that scene between everybody. Katarina's not really impressing me. I know she doesn't stick around long. I think she dies in episode 4. But I don't know. It's just so frustrating that she doesn't understand what's going on. And, I'm kind of like, come on, girl, keep up, keep up. Oh, man. It's not like, say, with Leela, where it feels like Leela might not know what's going on, but it never feels like she's lagging behind. And I love Leela, but for Katarina, it's just, I'm not feeling her at all in what little bit of time I've had with her. The little command room where they had their meeting wasn't really impressing me. The set design for that wasn't impressing me like the jungle set, I'll admit. The design of the little plant guy with the necklace, and I've seen that necklace somewhere before. I don't know. Somebody else wears that in Doctor Who, and I'm not quite sure where, but somebody else does. There's a couple of little things that make me think of things in Doctor Who later, like the little plant guy with the hood makes me think of the repeating meme guys in The End of the World with their little hood outfits and their claw hands that they end up having. instead of the plant hands here. But that kind of made me think of that. And then one of the other guys who's working with the Daleks, the one with the sharp teeth, it shows, really looks a lot like the future kind from Utopia. Really reminded me of that. And I wonder if one is a nod to the other. The end of the bit from Utopia is kind of a nod to that. It was neat how it made me think of that. I still don't quite get Mavic Chin's reasoning, except for, I don't want to just be in charge over one galaxy. I want to be in charge over all the galaxies. Knowing he shouldn't trust the Daleks, because even the Daleks are already like, well, once their usefulness is ended, they'll be eliminated. That's the Daleks. The Daleks only form temporary alliances. So, but was it Ken Stoney? The same guy who plays Vaughn. He's doing a good job playing Mavic Chin so far. Mavic Chin's an interesting character. Curious to see how he's going to develop as the story progresses. So I'm liking it so far. Hartnell's performance is really selling it on it. Steven, of course, has been injured. He hadn't had a lot to do. I'm liking Brett. I'm not really liking Katarina. And I'm loving that jungle set design. And I'm liking the progression of the story. I thought it was really cool with the Doctor having to dress up as the one guy and sneak in with the hood on to try to find out what's going on. And I like how Brett's like, you're very brave. He goes, oh, nonsense. It just needs to be done. It's the only way. I love the Doctor on that. It's just, William Hartnell's such a good Doctor. He really is. His type of Doctor might not be my favorite Doctor, but much like Peter Capaldi, he just is so solid in the role that he's playing. He's so good. And I like that the Doctor grabs that one little piece of titanium there before he runs off. It's a good cliffhanger, too, with him running off and with Brett trying to fire off the rocket because they think the Doctor won't make it. It's a good, engaging story. Both parts so far have been very engaging. And it's crazy to realize we're only 2 episodes in with 10 episodes to go, even though I know Feast of Stephen is kind of just a filler episode, like a Christmas episode. So I'm enjoying it so far. I want to know what you think of the Day of Armageddon. Comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button as well. I also have a Patreon if you'd like to support me on that. There's a link to that down there. My P.O. box is down there if there's anything you'd like to send me to look at and review, just like how I got this wonderful box set. I also have links to my Amazon wish list and my Amazon UK wish list down there if you would like to send anything directly from Amazon. And most importantly, thank you for watching.